Now we will demonstrate the z-axis movement of the Megabot. See, basically we have put 9 kg of weight on the print bed. See, each spool weighs around 1.4 kg. We have put 6 spools on the print bed, 3 on the left side and 3 more on the right side. I'll try to show you those spools first. 3 spools here, 2 white at the bottom and 1 blue at the top, and 1 white at the bottom here, green in the middle, and 1 more at white on the top. Okay, now we will move the z-axis towards bottom side. See, we are rotating the knob through LCD and we are moving the z-axis downwards. It's freely moving towards down. Okay, so it's currently moving along the gravity, so it's easier to move. Now let's reverse the direction. And it even moves freely on the towards the upside also. Okay, so it's moving towards the upside even with the 9 kg of weight on the print bed. So this simply proves that the z-axis is capable of lifting so much of weight, just that you have to take care of some minor things. You have to put enough lubricating oil in the flange nut and the threaded rod, and also make sure that your all screws for the flange bearing and the flange nut are loose. I mean, keep it little bit loose so that it will allow free movement. If you over tighten it, if rods are not parallel, it will not allow your axis to move. And there is one more minor thing, that you have to change torque of the z-axis if required on the printer board. So that's what we will now show you, how you can adjust the torque of the printer board so that the z-axis movement is easier. So we will basically let it first move it down. Okay, the z-axis is stopped. Okay, we will lift it up little bit. Now we will remove the printer board from the bottom side and we will show you what should be the setting for the z-axis trim port on the printer board. See, basically you can adjust the torque of your z-axis by moving the small square thread nut-like structure on the printer board. I mean, if you adjust that with a small knob, you can increase or decrease the torque. So adjust the torque in such a way that it can lift the entire weight properly. So basically we have kept it along the direction of the knob is such that it should be pointing towards around, let's say, 7 o'clock in the watch. Okay, when your watch is at 7 o'clock, the hover hand angle should be set same as 7, or it should be between 7 and 8. Okay, that will make your z-axis to work fine without any problem. And note, you have to move the trim port of the z-axis, okay, where you have attached the parallel Z Prusa cable as shown here in the by the arrow, the screwdriver here. Okay, thank you. I think that's it. Have a good luck. Thank you.